here is my comprehensive review of the Hilton Tulum all-inclusive resort in the Riviera Maya in Mexico. We flew directly to the Cancun airport. It was about an hour and a half, hour and 40-minute drive. You can fly into the Tulum airport, which will give you a shorter time to get to the airport, but for us, it worked better because we didn't want to have to transfer. We couldn't get a direct flight to the Tulum airport. So we arrived at the Hilton. It shares the property with the Conrad, which is another Hilton property. It's a luxury resort. The lobby area was gorgeous, just beautiful. As you walk in, you can see all the way out to the ocean. Our room was not ready because we got there relatively early, so we decided to go over to a pool area. We did have a changing area, and we had some lunch. The iguanas were everywhere. My mother was not happy about this. I will say there aren't a lot of cool areas to sit if you are waiting for your room. They gave us these wristbands, and we had a little issue with them because they did not assign the right rooms with the right people. So we had some trouble trying to get into our rooms. You must take a tram. The property is huge. You can see there it says Casa 1. We stayed in Casa 6. Casa 6 is generally the family area because it's close to the splash pool area and the kids' playground. I didn't really get a lot of footage of the room because as I'm doing the room tour, Noah had his diaper off and he peed all over the floor, so I never went back to finish taking a room tour. But I will say the room was very clean and very modern. What I didn't like was that there was no door to the bathroom. It was open, and so you couldn't get dressed in the bathroom, and it just didn't work for a family. And I have a bunch of boys running around, so the bed was very comfortable. All of us slept in the bed, and outside of our door, we were right there in front of the playground and the splash pad. It made it very convenient for when we went out to take the kids to the pool area. And you can see there's a little patio. This was considered ocean view, even though you can barely see the ocean. And the hallway leading out into the area where they pick you up on the trams to take you places. Very clean, very beautiful. And so for the restaurants, if you want to see my opinion on the food and drinks, you can look at my other video. But here's my adventurous nephew trying crickets for the first time. I don't think he liked it, but in general, I will say the food was good and the service was good. Some places were slower, but you're on vacation. Unless you have something really pressing going on, let them know if you have to get out of there. But, you're on vacation, relax. So this was one of the buffet areas. They had two buffets. This one was the closest to the Casa 6 where the kids area is. Look at that beautiful view at breakfast. So the breakfast buffet was always great. We enjoyed that very much. It also, you can see that there's sargassum there. We went in July, so just be aware that, there's going to be a lot of seaweed during those summer months. We didn't actually go down beach area because it was kind of inconvenient. We would have to take the tram and the kids to go all the way down. So they had a buffet at the other end that we would take the kids to prior to dinner. They also had the splash pad and the water park, and the kids just loved that so much. Like I said, we never went down to the beach because this was right there and the kids loved it. Even the older kids loved going down the slides and splashing. And then there was another deeper pool that they could swim in as well. And they had service right there by the pool. There was a little sweet shop where you could get candy and ice cream and churros, fresh churros. It was so good. The grounds were gorgeous, very well kept. It was super clean. It did have, like I said, the sargassum, so we didn't really go down to the beach. Drinks, very good. And they even had food that they would deliver to the pool. They brought treats to our room. It was my brother's birthday, so they also brought cake. So that was really great by the Hilton. I love that little touch. The nighttime activities, we didn't really participate because we had kids and we were really tired, but they always had some sort of nighttime entertainment. There's kind of like almost like an amphitheater set up outside, and they would have shows. They also had a kids club, and so the older kids went on their own. You could leave them there, but Noah, he was too young to be by himself, so we would have to go with him, and he just had such a great time. I do have status with with Hilton. I'm a gold member, so that may have been helpful. But, I highly recommend for families, and just keep in mind the privacy is limited and you don't have amenities like robes and slippers. Food was good. Drinks were great. Service awesome. Go have fun.